Now, we move to features and benefits of spiral wound liners. One of the advantages of spiral wound liners is an improved flow characteristic. We employ a Manning's N value of 0.009 within our designs. This, of course, is supported by test data in both laminar and turbulent flow conditions, in which we have established values ranging from 0.008 to 0.0094, and in keeping with industry expectations on most plastic pipes, we employ that Manning's N value of 0.009. Now, of course, this is for a new liner. One of the advantages of spiral wound liners is that you are producing a liner that does have a circular bore. It's a mechanically installed liner. There's no thinning or possibility of folds or anything like that within the liner. So such a flow characteristic is essentially guaranteed by the installation. Now, corrosion and chemical resistance. We employ a pipe-grade PVC resin material, and the corrosion and chemical resistance has been tested successfully with all relevant ASTMs and regional standards. For example, the Green Book pickle jar test. The PVC profile lock. Now, once again, there are a variety of tests that are required around the world. Here within the US, and as specified by the ASTMs, there's an internal pressure, hydrostatic pressure, and a vacuum test that is conducted. This requires the liner to withstand a pressure of 74 kPa in a straight orientation, in a 10-degree bend orientation, and also with a 5% deflection applied to the liner in 3 separate tests for the internal hydrostatic and the vacuum. Now, these tests have been conducted by a variety of labs, as well as routinely conducted as part of our QA requirements within the production facility. This mechanical lock does provide a continuous tight seal, impervious to water or root intrusion. In effect, if your liner isn't sealing, then it's not really rehabilitating a damaged pipe. The structural integrity. Again, we design for a fully structural solution, typically for a 50-year design life. This is determined through long-term testing of the structural strength of the liners. It is possible and has been done in isolated cases to design for a different design life by extending such creep data. But again, most standards do require a 50-year design life. It has been tested for earthquake resistance in certain markets, and once again, in isolated cases, we have seen the benefit of that. It's been employed, for example, very heavily within the New Zealand market after the earthquakes that affected the Christchurch area, where they were looking specifically for earthquake-resistant liners. One of the other benefits of spiral wound liners, once again, it's a mechanical installation process involving no chemical or thermal processes, and as such, installations can take place in live flow environments. The flow can go through the machine and through the liner during installation. Now, there are a variety of situations that we find ourselves with on site. There are some times where there might be too much flow, in which case flow can be stored up and then winding can be paused, for example, to allow flow to continue through the line to release that backlog of flow, and winding can proceed. Again, the mechanical installation process. The profile is manufactured in a factory environment. All quality control measures can take place in that environment, knowing that when the profile is taken to site, what you see is what you will get. The PVC profile is locked into pipe on site. With repeatable mechanical properties, the site conditions do not impact the product quality. No site excavation. Now we say here 100% trenchless. There are, of course, occasions where some excavation is required, for example, in some applications with offset manholes and with otherwise inaccessible lines, where minimal excavation is required, but typically in 99% of applications, I would say, there is no excavation required. And as with all forms of trenchless technology, the intention really is to minimize social impact, avoiding large excavations and disrupting the community around you. Benefits of spiral wound liners. It's an environmentally friendly process and material. It is styrene and VOC free. There are no unpleasant odors, at least not from the installation or of the material. Of course, sewers have their own odors that we can't really do much with. There's no wastewater or other waste products, and there are minimal fuel requirements for operating the machines on site, leading to a small carbon footprint.